Both the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Gupkar Alliance are claiming victory in the District Development Council elections in Jammu and Kashmir. So the BJP has emerged as the single largest party, the Gupkar Alliance as the largest alliance. The BJP, of course, says it's got more votes than the National Conference, the PDP and the Congress put together. But that's not all. BJP insists that this is a vote in support of abrogation of Article 370. The Gupkar Alliance insists that this is a vote for continuing the fight for the restoration of Article 370. Sunil Ji Bhatt and Shujaul Haq with our top story tonight.
The BJP's win in the 3 seats in the Kashmir Valley is being seen as a game changer for the party. It says winning seats in a region seen as hostile to the party is a big achievement.
The election results of the District Development Council of Jammu and Kashmir is the victory of hope and the victory of the larger narrative about Jammu and Kashmir, which Narendra Modi ji has thought about that state.
जिस तरह से घाटी में कमल खिला है और पूरी ताकत से हम यहाँ चुनाव लड़े, लोग डेवलपमेंट चाहते हैं और मैं मानता हूँ कि इंजीनियर एजाज हुसैन और एजाज अहमद 2 कैंडिडेट हमारे 2 एजाज जीतकर पार्टी को एजाज बख्शा है। इसलिए मैं घाटी की जनता का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ।
But the Gupkar group doesn't agree. It says 3 seats in the valley is no endorsement of BJP's policies.
If you go into the details of how they won those seats, then it opens up a completely different can of worms. They won a seat on the outskirts of Srinagar, Khunmu, because the People's Alliance put the wrong candidate. The candidate we fielded unfortunately got disqualified because of some technicality. So the BJP took that seat in a walkover. They won a seat in Gurez Valley, which is heavily sort of militarized. How they got there and all the rest of it is a question for another day.
Another former Chief Minister, Mehbooba Mufti, claimed the Modi government had used every agency to scuttle the opposition's campaign.
बालाहमा की सीट में जो पीएजीडी का कैंडिडेट था उसके कागज रिजेक्ट किए गए। इसी तरह आपकी तुलैल की सीट आपको पता है वहां ज्यादा फोर्सेस का जमावड़ा रहता है, वहां क्या हुआ वो एक अल्लाह ताला जानते हैं और वो जानते हैं। इनके मिनिस्टर यहां 1 महीने से टेंट लगाए हुए थे, कितना पैसा गया, कितना मसल पावर गया, कितना मैनिपुलेशन गया, वो आप भी जानते हैं, हम भी जानते हैं।
This is, however, not the first time that the BJP has won seats in the valley. The BJP made gains in the Panchayat and local body elections held in 2018. But then, the PDP and the National Conference had boycotted the polls.
There's also a viewpoint that some of the seats that BJP has won is because there was low voter turnout at certain regions in the valley. These are the things that the leaders of the Gupkar Alliance are also saying. Nonetheless, these elections have thrown interesting data, and it will be very important to see how these figures now change the polity of Jammu and Kashmir, particularly given the big decisions that have been taken after August 2019. With cameraman Tariq Shujaul Haq in Srinagar for India Today.
And joining me on India First is engineer Ejaz Hussain, the man credited with the first lotus bloom in Kashmir, in Khanmo 2, in Srinagar. Engineer Ejaz, welcome on India First. You sought votes in the name of Bharatiya Janata Party after the abrogation of Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir, the first election after abrogation of Article 370. How difficult was it? What did you go and tell people in Srinagar when you were seeking votes?
Sir, I would like to congratulate whole nation who are watching now that it's win of every Indian, it's win of our tricolor. All the parties who were saying that there won't be even a single person who will host tricolor over in Srinagar, this is answer for those people. And it was not difficult. I'm not like surprised like if BJP is coming out, because the popularity of our Prime Minister is very high over in Kashmir also. What I think, what I personally feel is that there should be outreach to people of Kashmir by our own party men. I think there has been less outreach. That's why we are having less number of seats now. And in future, once we make a good outreach, things will be much easier, and BJP will win in with big margin in good number of seats. Secondly, it is a bit tough because see, it's a tough because PhD and all, they were contesting together. All those political parties who looted the valley and Jammu and Kashmir from all those years, whose sons, whose kids and kids were doing politics on the name of religion over here. They tried to communalize the election, DDC elections of Jammu and Kashmir also. But people, they understand what their policy actually is. So they have given them the right answer by choosing a BJP candidate in Srinagar.
In Srinagar, Omar Abdullah of the National Conference and former Chief Minister of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir says it's a mere technicality that you won. Engineer Ejaz, he says that the candidate of the Gupkar alliance was disqualified on technical grounds, and that is why you had an advantage.
Sir, I should laugh on him. The people who are watching now, they might be laughing at him. He is not knowing the actual numbers. I should tell him that it was 64% of polling in our constituency, and we got 50% of votes for Bharatiya Janata Party. And you were having your own candidates over there. You were having your own proxies. You were having 5 candidates against BJP. But people have rejected you and they have chosen Bharatiya Janata Party. And I want to remind him again that the seat which I fought and won, which BJP fought and won, it was his ancestral seat, held by his own father, Farooq Abdullah Saab, and then Umar Abdullah Saab. It was his assembly constituency where people rejected him. So he should answer to his people. He is trying to fool and he is making propaganda again. He is trying to misinform. But I should get him with the right information. It's your constituency where BJP has won with 50% of votes.
Okay. Fair enough. Tell me this.
So they can't deceive people more.
You are from Jammu and Kashmir. What attracted you to the Bharatiya Janata Party? How did you join the Bharatiya Janata Party? And you've been associated with it for quite some time, I believe.
Sir, I have been associated with party from 2006 when I was studying over in Chennai, Madras, where I came in contact with few of our persons who belonged to Bharatiya Janata Party. There I got interaction with them, and then I found, no, it is definitely a party with difference, because they are doing everything for social cause, not like other parties, because I used to come from Jammu and Kashmir, and Jammu and Kashmir has seen some different political spheres. In rest parts of country, the politics is something different. Politics there is on the name of development, but unfortunate over in Kashmir is it's on the name of Pakistan and other proxies. So what I felt, there is a difference between other parties and BJP. And BJP always stood for nation. And we are the people who are committed for own nation.
Okay. Explain this to me. You unfurled the tricolor in Pahalgam on the 15th of August at a time when leaders in Kashmir were saying after abrogation of Article 370, there wouldn't be a single person left to lift the tricolor. Did you face any opposition? Did you receive any threats either from terrorists or from separatists?
Sir, our Karyakartas are getting daily threats. It's not new to us. We have lost hundreds of Karyakartas. Let it be in Kashmir, West Bengal, Kerala, so many places. Blood is all same. So I feel if our Karyakarta is like murdered in Kerala, I have same pain and feelings if the Karyakarta is from Kashmir. So Kashmir is something different, because the terrorism, it's all sponsored by for neighboring countries over here. So it's a bit of difficult, but we are like growing, and I assure you, the Bharatiya Janata, the willpower of Bharatiya Janata Party Karyakarta is very high. We stand with our nation. We have been taught that it is nation first, party second, and self last. So we believe in that. Wherever the nation needs us, we stand firm like rock.
And you have been given a bigger responsibility. You've been made in charge of Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha for West Bengal, and you're also the National Vice President of the BJYM. So, have you been able to take the ideology of the BJP, which is that also your target in Jammu and Kashmir, and get them to join the mainstream elsewhere in the country? Is that your aim?
Sir, I have been working with party from so many years on different responsibilities. Before moving to West Bengal, I was in charge for Chandigarh also. I worked in Chandigarh, then I was shifted to West Bengal in 2016. In 2016, there was bypolls, Sabang bypolls, where we had less than 4% of votes. Then Yuva Morcha over there, we stood, we encouraged the people, we worked really hard on ground, and our Honorable Prime Minister, it was popularity of him and our Bharatiya Janata Party that we tried to make very good impact over in West Bengal also.
Engineer Ijaz Hussain, many congratulations on your victory. 3 seats the BJP has won in Pulwama, in Srinagar and in Bandipora. The Gupkar Alliance insists that overwhelmingly the vote is still for the alliance. For the moment, many thanks for joining me.